Welcome back to my Mental Health and Crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is for education purpose only. This is the case of the Idaho quadruples. This is the Banfield video or body cam on Taylor Avenue. This happened at the same night the quadruples happened, around the same timings, and I find it fascinating and shocked to watch the pictures Saeed is actually watching on his phone. The police officer asked him if he had an ID, a driving license, and he said he thought he had one on his phone. But he keeps on sliding his phone and checking pictures before he shows the officer. And this went for a while. I first pointed this out a year ago. Many other people have pointed it out after I showed it first. And I'm still baffled that the police hasn't taken Saeed, Joe Vito, many other people's phone that night, because they look like they definitely have solid evidence. Whatever he's watching needs to be investigated. This is one of the first pictures he's watching. When I first showed it, it didn't make much sense, especially the above picture with someone who looks like they have short blonde hair who's sitting on the bed. And then it made sense when Kaylee, his parents, said that Kaylee was found in the sitting position. Look at the person downstairs in the white mask. Could be a female, it could be a male, it could be a COVID kit. Does look like a canine mask. You can see that I got this footage from Law and Crime, so it's nothing that I have edited or made up or... No, this is exactly what Saeed is watching on his phone. The other 3 students ran away, walked away from the officers until the officer had to run behind them and stop them. He didn't even check their pockets to see if they had any weapons or anything. He didn't ask them to take their hands off their pocket. They had their hands inside their pocket the whole time. I personally believe Saeed came there to distract the cops so that these 3 boys could get away. And I wouldn't be surprised. This is just my personal opinion. This is for education purpose. I won't be surprised if these 3 young gentlemen could have been involved when it comes to XANAS and E. I always believe it was 2 separate attacks. They all were targets by different people, organizations. That's what I personally believe. Look at Saeed's thumb. And people are going to say it's a reflection from the light. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look right. Where did he come from himself? He came from the direction of Taylor Avenue of Kings Road. He pointed out to that direction. He said he lives there. This looks like somebody sitting. Now, this is the picture I find very interesting. If you look closer, it looks like it's 4 people. One in a red jumper or jacket and a beige cap. One next to him. Both of their backs are turned and there are 2 people behind them. One with long black hair and one with short black hair. Was this in 1122 Kings Road? Could the victims have been gagged, tied up, because that is what the police kept on debunking from the beginning. And I found that to be interesting. Whatever they debunk, I seem to want to take a further look at, because they're debunking everything. They ruled out everyone from the start. Whether it was Jack Showalter, who drove to Boise, Idaho, to his family's cabin, or to Jack D, who said he was allegedly asleep. Everyone was ruled out. Where was Hunter and Emily? Why did they call Hunter for the 911 call? Why didn't they call Hunter Chapin? Why didn't they call Kaylee's brother? Allegedly used to go to the college, although he was home that Sunday watching football with the family. Why didn't they call someone else? Why didn't they call Emily? Or did Emily come along with Hunter? These pictures all need to be investigated properly. I know they're very blurry, but look at the person downstairs with the white COVID mask. Or they painted the face white. It's one of the two. Why do they have their hands in the pocket? And what was Joe Vito watching at the grub truck? Although it's blurry. Everyone took out their phone device at the same time and started watching pictures or live stream or something. Joe Vito and Saeed and the people at the grub truck's phones need to be thoroughly investigated by the FBI. Although they're blurry figures, how come they all took out their phones at the same time? There can't be a coincidence. The crowd is yelling "Xana, Xana" at the grub truck. And Jovito is watching these pictures, and many other people were watching them. Was somebody recording at the crime scene? Was one of the suspects, or the suspect, or Brian Koberg allegedly, were they wearing a body cam and recording, filming what they were watching? What were these people watching? Many people always seem to argue with me and tell me that I'm seeing things, that number 9 did not put anything in Maddie's mouth. Now you can tell me. Look at his fingers. He has something in his mouth. He puts it at Maddie's mouth, inside Maddie's mouth. And Maddie kind of tasted. It seems like something that evaporates in the mouth. Look at the guy standing next to number 9, how he's looking at Maddie. Pay attention to what is going on. Number 9 went to get something. He waves out to someone. Maddie comes closer. You can see number 9 is still talking to someone. He gets something off them. He puts it in between. He has it in his hand. He opens it up. Pay attention closely. Look at Maddie. He does both at the same time. That's what I believe. I've been watching that for a very long time. So you can see that clearly. His hand is inside Maddie's mouth. So there's the picture. You can see it clear and properly. It's not even blurry. So how could the coroner say that the autopsies for toxicology toxicological report is not important. This reminds me so much of the Kylie Rodney case from Tucky, California. Seems like they're covering up everything, but it's so clear to see as day. Is that partly the reason that maybe we didn't hear much about Maddie defending herself? Let me know. How could the police say that they watched the grub truck and that there is nothing there, and that hoodie guy and everyone else is ruled out they're innocent, when I can see such behaviors going on at the grub truck? I pointed it out from the beginning. What Saeed's been watching, what Jovito's been watching, what number 9 was doing to Maddie, what was happening at the grub truck, the body cam, how the boys ran from the police. They had their hands in their pockets. They never took out their hands from their pockets. They were never told to take out their hands from their pockets. They were in fact joking around with the cops, talking about why they're driving the hybrid cars. And the cops said that the state is trying to save money. What if the boys had weapons? What if they threw it in the field? What if they went back later on and got it? We saw one of the boys with the hoodie, one of the 3 boys at Banfield. He went later on to the bin when the car passed. I don't know what he put in or what he took out. A thorough investigation was never done in this case. Pay attention to the 2 guys behind. The picture's not clear. One is a bit chubby and one is thin. The thin, tall guy, when he gets his food, I think he gets macaroni with cheese or something in a box. He passes by the bin. He's going straight down. He throws the food without even opening it on top of the bin. It's a bit difficult to see. And he goes straight down, and a white car picks him up. And a white car drops him to the grub truck. Those 2 guys keep on looking at Kaylee and Maddie too. I wonder if they're involved. And what does hoodie guy have in his jacket that is bulging out? It's sticking out. Could he have a K-bar? This guy has a collection of K-bars. Let's not misunderstand. Since he was 15 years old, he was hunting. He's a professional wrestler. He said, Maddie, they're going to get you. You know they're going to get you, Maddie. They're going to get you for this, Maddie. What does he have inside his jacket? So now pay attention to these 2 guys. The thinner guy, the first one. When he picks up his food, both of them crash into each other. He circles on himself a bit. Then he goes the opposite direction, the direction he's standing towards. He goes straight down towards the corner club. He throws his food at the bin and he gets into a white car. Guys, what is sticking out of his jacket? It looks like it has an edge. It's something silver or white. What does Jack Showalter have in his jacket? He has his hands either folded or he has his hands inside his pockets. It is this guy that I'm talking about. He's going to throw his food. Pay attention. He's picking up his food now. See, he comes. He collects his food. Pay attention, he has a box in his hand. They crash into each other. He goes round on himself. Now pay attention here. Took the camera up. Pay attention. He throws his food. See his food in his hand? Now Pay attention. There, his food is gone. And he gets into, you see a white car standing there? He gets into that white car. You can see the edge of the white car. He gets into that white car. It's the same white car that drops him off, and it's the same white car that picks him up when he's leaving. So pay attention. There's his friend, and there's he with the brown jacket. I rewinded it again. You see that? He picks up his food, his box. You see he has the box in his hand, clearly. Wow, it's blurry, but I don't know if you see his hand. That's when he drops off the box. He throws the box of his food that he hasn't even opened at the dustbin. You see him here with his food. I wonder who he is. And he and his friend were standing there for a long time behind hoodie guy. Were they doing surveillance on Kaylee and Maddie? So you see him clearly with his food. They both came from separate directions. The one in the black jacket and the one in the brown jacket. And then the one with the brown jacket goes back at the direction he comes from, throws his food, and gets into a white car. And when he arrived, he came with a white car. I think that's strange. You can actually see that he has his box of food, his package in his hand. And I'm serious, he's getting ready to throw it in the black bin that he passes by. And now you can clearly see he doesn't have the box of food in his hand anymore. In fact, you can see that white package inside, on top of the dustbin. So why did he come there if he wasn't hungry and if he did not need food? Was it to spy on Kaylee and Maddie? Many people there were on surveillance. Now I'll show you when he goes to the white car. You can barely see it. You can see the car will come now. Yeah, there's the white car. See the white car moving? I don't know if you can see the edge of the white car. It's a white car. You can see the first two wheels. And he jumps into the car. I zoomed it in. I hope you can see the white car at the corner. So I wonder, who is this guy that came with the white car and left with the white car? You can see the four wheels. It's a white car. Kaylee was busy on her phone the whole night, and so were many other people. Look at all these people busy on their phones. What was actually going on that night? Were all these people paying attention to these two girls? May they rest in peace. Look at the red Mustang parked outside. You can see the lights. It's going to move when Jack Showalter goes towards it after the girls leave. But why was Kaylee always so focused on her phone? Almost the whole 10 minutes she was at the grub truck, she was on her phone. And let's not forget, Kaylee, one of her last words was, "Maddie, what did he tell Adam?" And Maddie said, "I told Adam like everything." So what is everything? Wasn't there a red Mustang that was found at St. Deacon's Road? Crashed with the forensics team in it? And you have a red Mustang parked outside? that Shawalter is going to get into very soon. Kaylee and Mary are trying to figure out a way to leave Shawalter. Finally, they've done it. He doesn't even know now. It's like he's screwing. And you can see as soon as he leaves, the car is going to leave now. There leaves the car. See, he's upset. That car left the same time Shawalter left. These people were clearly giving each other signals, I believe. Even the manager himself is not to be trusted. The guys walking now are very important because they're the ones looking at the girls, and they will start yelling XANAS' name. XANA now. They're watching the fight or whatever's going on. Jovita is going to take out his phone soon. Ethan.
They're 6 to 7 ounces. 3 is going to be over a pound of it. Okay. Sorry. Oh, no, not at all. Yeah, the range of tacos is fast. I got one chicken taco right here for you. And then really ordered 94. No, that's too damn bad. Thank you.
Please pay attention to the guy in red and that group. Now Jovito is watching his phone. I'll show you all his pictures soon. But listen to that group. XANA. Ethan.
Well, there's
XANA. Ethan. Rest in peace, XANA. Why was the crowd yelling out XANA's name? What were they watching? Where was XANA and E that night? Was XANA at home, like she told her father that she was chilling at home? That was around midnight. Was E at the Sigma Chi fraternity party? Were they both attacked? Unfortunately, there was a fight that broke out at the party. Why was the crowd yelling XANA's name? Was there a fight club, allegedly? Why would they be yelling out XANA and E's name? What were they watching? What was Jovita watching? What was Saeed at the band field body cam watching? What was the 3 boys watching the body cam? What was Aiden with the long hair watching? What were the people at the grub truck watching? Why weren't the four figures investigated? I'm sure the four figures are involved. They must have run from 1122 Kings Road back home to the Sigma Chi fraternity. And guess what? Sigma Chi fraternity doesn't have cameras, according to the president. So there goes the alibi. It lines in so well for them. The 4chan makes most sense. Yes, Xana was a target, I believe. Yes, E was a target. Yes, Maddie was a target. And definitely Kaylee was a target. And possibly the residence was a target too. Because people were partying there. So they could have had any kind of anger, bitterness, jealousy, enviousness. They could have had anything against the residents and against the tenants who lived in the residence. Were people jealous of the four victims? Everyone had positive things to say about them. Was this about money? Was this about love? Was this about hate? Was this about rugs? Was this about revenge? What happened to these four students? And we have exposed so much on social media for them to investigate, and yet nothing has been done. Saeed's phone, I doubt, has been investigated. Jovito's phone hasn't been investigated. Neither have these people yelling out Xana's name. Please let me know what you all think. The police didn't even change the timeline. The police did not even change the timeline. Although a frat brother of E said that he got a text message from E. The police didn't bother to change the timelines. I don't think they investigated plenty. They just listened to what the frat president had to say, that there's no cameras. That means nothing to see here. Everything's clear. But the four figures look like they were running to the Sigma Chi. The Sigma Chi brothers, like the two Davids, had brewing beef with Xana and E. Who was Kaylee texting? Who was she receiving text from? She looked like she was reading text and replying. What did Maddie tell Adam? Why was Kaylee so concerned about what Maddie told Adam? What did Hoodie Guy mean by, you know they're going to get you for that, Maddie? Something happened at the corner club. It was said that the stalker that Kaylee had, the vape store manager, said that he followed her one day. It was daytime. She saw him near the corner club and he hid himself. What was happening around the corner club? Who owns the corner club? And the corner club doesn't like having visitors asking about this case. Xana fought with the suspect. I don't believe that's Brian Koberger. Brian is tall and much bigger than Xana. I can see Xana fighting off one of the Davids. In my opinion, one of the frat brothers. Because she fought and fought. She tried to take the weapon off them. I don't believe Xana ordered food that night. I believe that's just a story. And if Xana ordered food, it wasn't Xana who ordered the food. It was one of the surviving roommate or the suspects that ordered it on Xana's name to get a clear alibi that Xana was on TikTok and Xana ordered food. They usually leave the food outside Sometimes they knock at your door. It could have been paid on XANAS, PayPal, on XANAS, Venmo, Cash App, Visa card, MasterCard, credit card, whatever. Doesn't necessarily mean it was XANA.